Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us to officially inaugurate the restoration and renovation of the beautiful H. George Fink studio, which we're standing in front of. My name is Kara Kautz, and I'll be your MC for the program this afternoon. Those of you who don't know, I've been the interim Historical Resources and Cultural Arts Director for the past year. I'd like to start by welcoming our city commissioners, Mr. Sakian, George Force, Commissioner Mena, who's not here right now, our Vice Mayor, Vince Lago, and finally our Mayor, Raul de Valdez-Valley, whom you'll be hearing from shortly. But first, please welcome our City Manager, Peter Iglesias. He leads the city and a team of more than 1,000 employees and staff. We're so fortunate to work with him and so glad that he joins all of us in preserving our city's important historic past.
Thank you very much, Kara. Welcome, everyone. It is truly a privilege to have a non-Zoom gathering for a change. Hopefully we will soon be turning the corner in this pandemic that has affected us so much. Fink Studio has been a landmark on Ponce de Leon Boulevard since its inception. In 2016, Coral Gables purchased Fink Studio. Throughout the restoration the design process, while retrofitting it for our needs, we made it our goal to preserve the building's historical integrity. Today, this building will serve as a hub for our economic development department, allowing them to be even closer to our business owners and visitors. I am pleased to say that the front portion of the building will be open to the public so that they may enjoy the historical and architectural uniqueness that this building has always had. I would like to thank Ana Alvarez from Martinez Alvarez Architecture for leading the design aspect of the restoration. Our contractor, Critical Path, Ernesto Pino, our project manager, our Public Works and Development Services departments, and other city personnel that made this project possible. Thank you. Also, I would like to thank our Mayor, Raul Valdez-Valley, for spearheading this project, and to our Commission for their full support of the restoration of this iconic, historically significant building that will serve our city for years to come. I look forward to this project's completion and opening this building for our residents and visitors once again. Thank you all for coming.
Next we'll be hearing from our Economic Development Director, Julian Perez. Since Julian joined the city, he has further strengthened the relationship between the city and its business owners. When the city received CARES Act funding earlier this year, he led in the creation of the city's Small Business Grant Program, allowing grantees to receive up to $15,000 in rent relief. With Julian's department moving into this historic building, what a nice way to tie the city's past and its future together. Julian?
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity to be here with you this afternoon. What a great day for all of us. What a great day for this wonderful building. On behalf of the city's economic development team, we would like to thank Mayor Valdez-Valley, Vice Mayor Lago, Commissioners Moore, Peon, Mena, City Manager Mr. Iglesias, and Assistant City Manager Mr. Santa Maria, for the opportunity to relocate our department to this historically significant building. It was just 5 years ago, in February of 2016, that the City Commission unanimously approved the purchase of this two-story building that is on the in Coral Gables Register of Historic Places. We are truly fortunate to be given the opportunity to work and share this wonderful building with our residents, our businesses, and our visitors. Hopefully we will see many visitors and residents come to this building once it is open. Fink Studio was originally where the residential community was planned and homes designed. We will honor that legacy as we carry out the vision of our business community. And we also look forward to be able to continue to work with our businesses and business partners like the Chamber and the BID to carry out that vision. The Economic Development Team promises to be good steward of this building and to respect its historic value for future generations to enjoy. Again, thanks to all for the opportunity to call this wonderful historic building home. And as we continue with the proud history of preservation in our city, we also look forward to a future that truly makes the city of Coral Gables a very special place. Thank you.
Thank you, Julian. Finally, please welcome Mayor Valdez Valley. Mayor, we know that you'll be leaving us in April, and on behalf of the city team and residents, we thank you for your tireless dedication to our community and for being such a strong proponent for the restoration of this important building. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, everybody. And in Coral Gables, if you look around, you will discover not only development, not only a great economic development department, but look up and see those little sculptures there, which I've just discovered today, and how whimsical and how beautiful they are, and that's what makes Coral Gables a special city. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our past and look forward to our future. The history of this building is indeed remarkable. Not only does the H. George Fink Studio represent the charm and character of the earliest days of Coral Gables, but this building also represents a prototype of what the city would become and a showroom for its architectural elements. In 1925, the Fink Studio building acted as a destination for early settlers to George Merrick's visionary garden suburb. The office of its architect, his cousin, H. George Fink. I want to tell you a little story off the record and off this, but when I was mayor the last time, about 20 some years ago, I said, why do we have to name everything Merrick? And that, okay, name it Fink, the Fink building, the Fink whatever. That didn't go over very well. But we're here in front of the Fink Studio building, and this is a place where many of our great original homes in the Miami Riviera, as it was called, were designed. My home was the 17th to be built in Coral Gables, and I wonder if its owners ever came here and stopped by the Fink Studio. He served as the in-house architect for what is now the City Beautiful, and is credited with first using the word Mediterranean to describe our style. His masterful designs and works in Coral Gables led him to be named the Henry Ford of architecture by the New York Herald Tribune for his Riviera and Mediterranean styles that helped make Coral Gables famous. And King Alfonso XIII from Spain gave him the highest honor bestowed by Spain because of what he had done in Coral Gables and the Spanish tradition. So just like almost 1 century ago, when people came here to buy into George Merrick's dream and come live in beautiful Coral Gables, I'm confident that companies, investors, will also come here and meet with our great economic development team and invest in our future. Coral Gables hasn't stood still. Our progress is part of what makes us great, building on our tradition and our history. Well, I'm sure that this would have made a lovely restaurant or something else. This is an important step that the city took in purchasing the building because it is essential that we preserve our history, something of which I've been a proponent for years. I commend our city manager and Ernesto Pino for moving this project forward, and under their leadership, we not only have the assets, but are moving forward to bringing them alive. Since owning the buildings such as this one and not using them would be a shame and a crime. Personally, I'm proud to have been a proponent of making this the home of our Economic Development Department, and Peter knows that it was many times in our discussions, he said, okay, we finished discussing city business. Now I know what's going to come next, which is the Fink building. Thank you very, very much. And this is very apt in highlighting our founder's vision for the city of Beautiful and looking forward to our future, a city that needs to continue to grow, and our business community. I reiterate my thanks and hope that Julian continues to develop our city in a safe, conservative, historical way. Thank you, and I'll invite me as an old friend to visit you frequently. Thank you.
Wow. Those are sharp. Those are sharp.